Welcome back, guys. You join me here, Snowman86, and we are back on Ballyspring. So, big news for the day is our pasture is working. We're just going to run over here and we will take the old drone up here in a second. But yeah, it is working. The cows are still out here. We are started July, so this is our third day. Is it? Sorry. This is our fourth day in this field, so that is actually fantastic going, guys. And we got very lucky that there was another growth cycle, so we'll probably get another day out here. Milk production is back up to the levels we were expecting, so that is fantastic as well. So we're pulling in kind of maybe 4,000 a day again from milk, which means we've had a couple of calves. So that is fantastic. And our 10 calves from the very beginning are very close now to producing. So if we just jump in here and we'll scroll down here to the animals, where are they? They're here. So you can see they're on 25 months. First calf will come in 2 more months, guys. And once they've done that, they will then start producing milk as well. You can see our daily food has gone up to 34,000 liters a day. So it's getting there. It really is getting there. Um, can we spot the young calves? I think these are all the old ones. So if you look for calf, obviously, I suppose. So we've two there, they're a month old. These are 3 month old. Um, that seems to be all we have. Yearlings 6, I think they're female as well, so they're coming along nicely as well. So yeah, and 4 males there. Thought I saw more males there. 3 males there as well that are 3 months old. So we'll have that bulk there to sell in a year's time. That'll be another handy injection. And while we're here, this is a bit of an odds and bits one. We are considering, guys, selling the van. So I have this a little water tanker that we put water out to the animals. The cows require it, and at the moment they've gone up to a daily dose of water needed. Um, but as we've seen in previous episodes, the little van, unfortunately, doesn't really cope too well with the goat's milk in the back. And if we run over here quickly, you'll see we're up to 4,291 liters of milk, guys. So that's going to put the van under extreme, that was loud, that's going to put the van under extreme pressure. So if we sell this, let me just bring it up, it's worth 59,000, guys. And the tank we're looking at, if we scroll to, this is our garage, we want to be here, go to animals. Uh, it is the Ballyspring version of the MKS8. And it takes goat's milk, it takes milk, it also does water, so it would act as our goat milk transport, and it would also bring water to the animals. Now it's 8,000 liters. The cows, I think, are drinking probably close to 15,000 liters a day. It seems to be a crazy amount, but we could refill this free from the yard tap, and yeah, we could 2-3 loads would see the cows supplied for the day. So might be worth it. Obviously the tractor will tow it, and for the wool we could use our bale trailer, throw it up there, throw on a couple of straps, and we can sell the wool that way as well. It means we'll probably let the wool build the way up, um, and it would see the farm probably generate a little bit of money, because that's 25,000. We'd make 60 odd from selling the 2 bits of equipment, so we'd be up 35,000 roughly, um, which would take us into the 47 mark, which would be fantastic. And if we have a quick skedaddle around the land prices, um, click here, see what's cheap around us. Ooh, so we could buy this field down here, 44.9. That would leave us a little bit of money. This is 64. This is 70. This is 100. These are the two we're looking at. 93,000. The price has come down. We'd have to touch we'd have to touch a bit low. Oh, we wouldn't. We're selling silage soon. Guys, today could be the day. We could end up with these two fields. That is cheap though, 44,000. I think that's a steal. We nearly 30% down on its value, so I think that'd be crazy to pass that one up as well. What else is cheap around us? 100 there is a nice little cheap field as well. That's going to be expensive. That's going to be expensive. That's going to be expensive. Yeah, so everything else around us is kind of expensive. These are bordering the neighbor's farm, so we probably won't pick up those ones, but what's behind us, we could definitely pick up some of these as well. 60,000 there, 35. So guys, land is around us. Again, we won't get these two because neighboring farm, but we could clean up this block around us and a couple behind us. That would really see the farm progress well, but for now we're getting ahead of ourselves. I think 111 and 101 would be two decent investments. It's 150,000. Yeah, we'll have to see with the silage. We might be able to afford these two, and that would then let us. If I bring back the map overview, this pasture here would then expand out this way into this field. We'd probably cut this one or refence it maybe and put a pasture in there as well. We'll just have to see how we go, but for now we could probably cut it and that would give us a bit extra grass for the winter. Yeah, you can see the weeds are coming strong there, so we will be spraying today, guys. And we'll also be selling silage, all going well, probably later on this evening. We're over here, what are they fermenting to? We're up to 90%, so yeah, I'd say by this evening we should be good to go on that count. So we'll probably go spraying first. Yeah, it is weedy out here, guys. Look at that pH value. Wow, wow, wow. That is something that needs doing this winter. We will be liming all the grass fields this winter, try and get their pH values back up. That's going to be a fair expense as well. But I'm just super excited that my expanded pasture has worked. I know I've lost out on probably 10 to 12 bales, but it's given me 4 days. Literally all I've had to do is check them and throw a bit of water in there, and we've been laughing, guys. So yeah, I think that's the thought process. I think we're going to do a little bit of selling, a little bit of spraying, and a little bit of moving bales. So it's going to be one of those days. So right, we'll get to it and we'll see you in a bit. And we are spraying, guys. So we have one field done. We're doing this one, and then we have the middle one left to do. It's just the way we've kind of fallen into it. But yeah, it is going so well. And you can see, as I say on the left, that the grass is fairly well chewed from the cows, which is fantastic. And we have bought ourselves a new stainless steel tanker for behind this tractor. So the tractor will have the speed, does about I think 58k, so will make transporting goat's milk a little bit easier. We'll be selling it roughly 8,000 litres a pop. So instead of selling it in small doses, it'll be a little bit bigger, so it'll be a slightly bigger cash in injection. And to be fair, because we're doing this big land buy here in a bit, if not today, hopefully tomorrow, we'll probably look at selling the goat's milk to capitalize on that. Actually, we probably will be doing the land grab today, so actually today's episode is going to be fairly interesting. As I say, we'll probably do the selling the goat's milk probably after the spraying, because we just need to let our bales ferment. So while we're doing that, we can attempt or do our best to gather as much income as we can, guys. So that is the goal for today. We're going to see, can we reach that 90,000 mark. If we can, we can pick up those two fields which we've been eyeballing. We were eyeballing them the last one, and we're eyeballing them this one, but that opportunity to pick up that grass field just below the entrance to the farm, I think is too good an opportunity to say no to. That's not a weed. That looked like a weed, but it's not a weed. So this is the last pass here, and we'll be into the last field then, guys, and we are away. So Yeah, lots to do, and yeah, it really does kind of gather its own legs at a certain stage. This farm just tends to be tipping along nicely, and then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, it kind of explodes a little bit, and we make a nice bit of money. As I say, those 10 cows will be due to produce milk soon enough as well. So really, I won't say it's looking all good and rosy, but I do think kind of, I won't say forget the big loan that we've out, because I would like to repay it, but I think for me at the moment, grass is the priority. Having enough that we can look after the animals really is going to be what makes the difference for us. So we'll engage cruise control, we'll tip around here, and we'll knock out this field here nice and quick, guys. And yeah, we'll be back with our new tanker then, loading up the goat's milk, heading for the store to see what we get. I think we've nearly 5,000 litres, so there should be a nice chunk of change. And yeah, I think if we get this, obviously then that'll be our land grab done for the year. Now we could potentially take out the loan for 40 odd thousand, which would give us the field below the main gate. And again, I think we could probably realistically have that paid off again before the year is out. I think that again is another sound investment. And it does mean that when we get to fourth cut, wow, haven't caught a ditch line in a long time. When we get to fourth cut, guys, it does mean that we'd probably be selling a little bit again, because I don't think we'll need everything that we're producing, because we've so much in stock at the moment. So it does just increase the potential to keep earning money, because we will have a big investment coming towards the end of the season in lime. That is something we're going to have to do, and it's probably going to have to become a yearly thing, where at the end of every year we just bang lime onto our grass fields and keep them all in check. Probably do every field realistically. But yeah, I think that's probably the way that's going to pan out for us, guys. But yeah, can't think too much more about that. It's just, it's going to be a dirty investment, probably the bones of 25,000 I would imagine on lime, which is a fair chunk of change, so we're going to have to be ready for that as well. Plus we'll have our annual inspection of our equipment. I understand some of it is new to the farm, so we might get away a little bit on that score, but for the main part I think we're going to just have to bite the bullet. So if we can have a lot of things, or a lot of our ducks in a row come that stage of the year, I think we'll be doing pretty good. We should be okay though, because we'll have the soybean harvest, or the field beans, I can't remember which one we sold, I think it was field beans. We'll have them coming in September, October, so we'll get that harvest done, and that will leave us in a good old standing, guys. So I am going to attempt to turn here. Nope, that did not work for anybody. So we'll just lift our boom up out of the hedge line, and we'll try that turn again. And I am going to crack on seeding, spraying here, guys. And yeah, we'll see you in a jiffy with we're attached to our quite new tanker. So yeah, I'll crack on with this and I'll see you in a second. So we finished the windrowing, guys, and we are back, and this is the exciting part of the day. Our shiny new chrome trailer has been delivered to the yard, so we will back in here, connect up. Hopefully we can load up straight away. We can. So we're going to take all the goat's milk we have, and we're going to head straight for the milk sell point and the dairy even. And yeah, we're just going to sell it, and we'll get cracking from there then, guys. So we 4,305 litres. So we'll take this bad boy off down the road. We'll get our flashy lights on. So just over half a tanker in goat's milk, which is pretty substantial. I'm not sure what the actual price for goat's milk is. We need to slow it down here just a fraction. So Now, I'm not the biggest fan of the dolly trailer system that we are currently pulling, but our options are limited in what we can pull goat's milk with, unless anybody knows a good modded option out there for that. Would be fantastic, guys, if you do. But we don't have it at the moment. Although saying that, we could probably edit one or two of the mods to let it accept goat's milk. Now that I think about it, that's probably another option we could take if we need to. But for now, we won't. We have 8,000 litres capacity. It takes a while for us to generate the 4,000 even that we're selling today, so not the end of the world. And it'll be a handy water trailer afterwards around the farm. We just need to find a new place now to store this, because obviously this won't fit in the same area we used to store the smaller tanker. So that is something we're going to have to... Oh, go on, drive on. So we'll get out across the road. So yeah, we just have to find storage for it. That's the main thing. But other than that, we're doing okay. So we're on track. Currently have 49,000 in the bank. So this will push us up over 50, hopefully closer to 55. And if we can manage that, I think we'll be in a pretty good place, guys. So we just whip in here to the dairy, and I think the sell point is here to my right. I can never actually remember. There it is, goat's milk. So we'll unload, and it's going up slowly. What will we finish on? 53.8. So we sold it for 4,000 euros, which isn't bad. It's about €1 a litre, so we'll take that. It's pretty good value actually on goat's milk, so we're happy with that, guys. So we'll strike back to the yard here, and yeah, we will be back here in a second when we're loading up a load of silage. So we're back, guys, full load of silage, and we are heading for the BGA. So it'll be interesting to see what we bring in here. We won't show it all. We're maybe have a quick talk as we go down the drive. Yeah, so we're looking at this field that's just below the hedge line here. It's quite a steep field again, quite a hilly field, but I think we should be okay with what we have. The baler might struggle a little bit, guys, but yeah, I think it would be a good addition to our portfolio. And the joys of building on a hilly area. Now, if we'd go for the ones out the back, they're a little bit flatter, a little bit more manageable. So that's probably definitely where we're aiming for first. As I say, we need about 98,000. We're sitting on around 54. So yeah, we just got to see what we get from selling the bales, guys. So I'm going to get to it. We're going to bait on, get down to the BGA, sell these, get back. We've another load and a half to go. So we're going to sell it all, and hopefully that gets us pretty close to our target then, guys. And if it does, we're on the money. And yeah, we will be expanding our other grass pasture. So things are escalating pretty quickly here on the farm. Tends to happen. We went through a bit of a lull there for the last couple of months where money was tight and stuff, and we seem to be churning milk now again at a good rate, and we've 10 more cows that will start producing milk, so that should in theory double our income from milk. So or we get it pretty close to double anyway. So we'll go from kind of 4,000 a day to 8, and that's when we should really start seeing money fly in. Now obviously again, calving times will differ on production of milk, and that will affect that, but for the most part I think we'll be in a fairly good place, guys. So we're going to bait on, we're going to sell this, sell the other load and a half, and we'll be back when we finish at the BGA and we have a final count of money, and we'll see, are we going purchasing some land. So we roll away from the BGA. That was our last load, 19 bales on that one. So we did 48, 19, 65. Sorry, 67 I think is what we just sold. So pretty respectable load, guys. Pretty happy with that. And yeah, we'll see now the magic moment. If we pop up the hood, you will see we're sitting on 120,000 euros, guys. So that is absolutely fantastic. I don't think we were expecting that. I certainly wasn't, so I'm pretty happy with it. Um, so what we're going to do is get back to the farm. Car just pulled right out as I was turning. We'll get back to the farm and yeah, we'll do our land purchase, and all going well, we'll should have enough now to afford those two fields up the back. So we'll have a bit of work to do there, removing ditches and adding our pastures into that. But I think going forward it will be a much better job for us on the farm. It now gives us two big pastures which should hold all the cattle that we need. So going forward really does take the pressure off us, and we gain a grass field, not a huge one, but a handy enough one that will add a couple more bales onto the load. So all in all, guys, we're actually pretty good. Now we can't afford the cheap field at the front of the farm, which is a slight shame, as it would have been nice. There is two fields there, one for 60 something and the other was 40, I think. Oh, that's my turn. I'll slap it into reverse here quickly. Nobody coming. Oh, van. Oh, van. And another van. And that isn't going to work for any of us. And now they're all beeping. So let me just try and get my trailer off the beaten path. Let the van pass, and now we can go. A little bit of a messy situation there, but yeah, we're looking pretty good. There was, as I say, I'll show you in a second, guys. There was two fields. It would have cost us about 100,000. I did personally think we'd raise that kind of money, so it was never in my factoring. But I do think the pasture is probably a priority, and we, as I say, gained the little grass field. Well, it's not little. It will probably produce us 9 to 10 bales every cut, so that would be fantastic. But it does take the pressure off us in terms of pastures and things like that. So that's probably something we're going to look into doing. And it means now that we should be able to move the cows during the summer months freely between pasture A and pasture B, which will just take all the real pressure off the farm. I think during the summer months we should be able to just crack on then. Water will be the big issue. We'll just have to keep drawing water to them, but it's not the end of the world either. And if my maths is right, we might be able to afford a soil sampling unit. So we'll have to check that out as well, guys. We might just be able to afford that. Will put us back down around maybe 2 or 3,000 euros, but that's kind of where we started the day at. So we'll have gained a bit of equipment, and we'll have gained 2 extra fields for the day or two's work. Now, obviously there was a lot more work went into it because we did the baling and the spraying and the spreading the slurry and all that good stuff. But yeah, I think we should be in a fairly good standing on the farm after this particular day is over. You'll see we found a home for our tanker, and that's probably, yep, we're touching. So that's going to stick out a bit, a little bit annoying. So we'll just back this down here towards the wool pile, and we'll shut her off, and that will be us done for the day, guys. So we'll jump out of that and we'll jump straight into the menu. And if we go for our map, so the 2 fields, we have options, which is not something we'll often see. We have this one here for 45,000, which is the hilly one on the entrance into the farm. We have a big block there then behind. It is 1.46 hectares, and this is 1 hectare more or less. So we could afford them. That would be 100 and what's that? 110,000, which is what we would have. Or we can go for this, which is 93, and it actually leave us a nice chunk of change, guys. So I think that's the one we're going to do with 95,000. Hit the buy button. No going back now. So that's just giving us these 2 fields. Now, as I say, we'll get up there this ditch line. In fact, we'll probably we can probably run up there. So yeah, we'll just have a couple of ditch lines, we'll just hop the old ditch here. So this ditch line here now will disappear out of it. We'll leave the trees because, yeah, it's not going to affect my life. Little bit of landscape maybe to do there. But yeah, this is now our field. So we've no access actually directly in from this side. I think all the access comes from this back corner up here. So this is a substantial field, and I'm hoping it will work with the pasture mod, the extendable pasture mod. And also this section now around this house is ours. So yep, doing pretty well there. Obviously we don't own the house, but we'll just walk up the drive and climb over the fence, and yeah, so narrow enough, small enough field, but widens out down here. So again, as I say, it will produce grass bales and stuff, and if we need to, the one just below it, we can always expand into that. We also have field 153 over here, which is substantial. If we can just see it through the hedge. Oh, we can actually get through the hedge. Interesting. Yeah, we also have this one here as well, guys. So plenty of opportunities to expand, but we're actually up money for the day, so we're pretty happy with that. Can we squeeze through there? No, we can't. So we'll just hop here through this section, and we're back in our field, guys. So I think we leave it here. Obviously, there's a lot of weeds and other things that we need to get a handle on, but we will be doing that, and we'll have to put gates here to stop. Oh, we actually... Perfect. Wire rope already there, so that's excellent. So we just... that hedge line down here needs to go, and we'll set up our expandable pastures. We'll probably have to mow this to get rid of the weeds. Don't think the cows will particularly appreciate that, but there should be enough grass in here to keep them for a while. So we probably will have to expand this one again, but again, it just, everything here just helps, guys. So with that being said, I think we'll call it here. I think we've done enough fooling around for the day. So as always, guys, thanks very much for watching, and until next time, we'll see you all again. Take care.